Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I'm your host, Johnny the Exposer. I come live Friday night straight off of the GOAT James Kingdom YouTube channel. You guys know what we do here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel. As you guys know, we bring it like none other. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Again, it is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We are coming to you with another great episode for you guys. So don't be afraid to hit that like button. As I stated before, tonight's episode, we actually got a special debate where we're gonna have Travis and King John go at it, as they will be debating the 2011 Heat versus the 2012 Heat. So y'all go ahead and hit that like button, because it's about to be a fantastic show. We about to have some fun. I see y'all in the comments already. King John's in the building. Travis is in the building. Shout out to everybody. I see you, Adrian. Peace, fam. What's good, King Money Fly? Again, y'all, it is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. After we're done with the Travis and King John's debate, we're going to also have another great topic here, because we're going to discuss the Super Team Showdown. You guys were able to help me vote for the Super Team Showdown. You guys were there, you seen it, so we're going to have a discussion about that. We're going to see who is actually the best team. So we're going to go ahead and get to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all make sure to vote in the poll on who is actually the team, because we're going to talk about the super team. So there's two teams right now in the polls that you guys can go ahead and do that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Thank you for joining me again on another great Friday night. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Again, don't be afraid to become a member of the channel. You guys know we're also going live on Facebook, TikTok, Discord. We're also on Instagram and Twitter. You guys know what we do best here in GOAT James Kingdom. Thank you again for joining me on another great Friday night. We're about to have fun. We're about to have a great show, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you guys for joining me. As you guys know, I am Johnny the Exposer. This is the GOAT James Kingdom channel. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We're gonna have a intro unlike other. This is what the Friday Night Exposure was actually supposed to be about. It was supposed to be for debate purposes. I wanted to bring people up to have one-on-ones. So Travis and King John have showed up today to let us know that they are here for a debate. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to King John and Travis for joining us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, what up, fellas? How y'all doing?
All right, what's up, everybody?
What's up, Exposer?
Y'all having fun? Y'all doing good? Everybody feeling good? Hey, Travis came with a Scully on. Travis is ready.
He did.
Yeah.
Got to get any advantage I can, man.
Travis is serious about this life. Listen, y'all. If y'all want to know what they're going to debate tonight, tonight's episode, they're going to debate whether the 2011 Heat or the 2012 Heat was the better team. Which team was the better team? Travis will be taking the 2011 Heat as an MJ delegate. They love the 2011 Miami Heat. But of course, King John is a true LeBron fan, so he's going to defend the 2012 Heat, and they're going to get a one-on-one debate. They're going to get a minute apiece as an intro, and they're going to get 2 minutes apiece as their main argument, and then they're going to get a closing argument for 1 minute apiece. So we're gonna each gentleman is gonna have their own opportunity, and you guys can vote in the comments, but we're also gonna put up a poll after tonight's show, and you guys can vote to say who was the actual better winner as far as proving their case in this actual debate. So shout out to these guys, and we're gonna have a great night tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be fun. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have King John and Travis. Now, how are we gonna do this, gentlemen? Who wants to go first? Because who goes first is very important, because we will be doing a snake. We will be doing a snake round. If you guys know what that means, whoever goes first in round one will end up going first in round 3, but we'll be going last in round 2.
However you want, and I'm cool with you going first if you want.
I'll go first. I'm the rookie on the show.
Oh, you go. Shots fired. Shots fired. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We are about to have some fun. We're going to enjoy tonight's show. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to give John his first minute, his intro to explaining why the 2012 Heat are the team. So, John, as soon as you start, your minute will go. What is your intro for your stance?
Okay. So I'm talking about the 2012 Miami Heat, why I think they was a better team. The 2011 Heat, well, I'm gonna break down with in my main course. I'm gonna tell y'all how the 2012 was so much better than the 2011, because I'm gonna break down how they just threw that 2011 team together and how they wasn't had no chemistry, had no expectations of chemistry, and how the 2012, even though it was a short lockout year, how that team actually came together better. They built the team together better, and how the offense was set. Even though a lot of people don't notice, the 2012 wasn't a better offensive team than the 2011, but the 2012 team was a better defensive team. I'm gonna tell you how everybody knew their roles and knew what they were supposed to do. I'm gonna break all of it down. I'm gonna tell you about 3-pointers. I'm gonna drop everything. I'm gonna drop gems about the whole team in my 2-minute main course. But I'm gonna break down to it. I'm minusing the championship. I'm not even talking about the championship. I'm gonna just tell you about the team. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Time.
It's about the team.
So that's a minute. That's a minute. Good job. Good job. All right. So, Travis, it's your turn. So you get your first minute intro. All right. So let's go now, ladies and gentlemen. They are debating the 2011 Heat versus the 2012 Heat. Which team was actually better? Travis has the 2011 team. King John has the 2012 team. So, Travis, it is your turn. When you get a chance to speak, the clock will start.
All right, yeah, I'm going to talk about 2011 Heat and how they were better in basically every measurable way you can do. I'm going to use obviously every fact that we have. We're going to talk reality and not narratives, which I think is really the only reason why that goes, or that people are later saying that was just a better team because they ended up accomplishing their goal. But we're going to talk about the nitty gritty and why that team was actually better all the way across the board, and I think is very, very underrated as well. So I'll break it down.
All right, you still got a few more. You got about 25 seconds. You want to keep going? You have anything else?
So I mean, it's really just, I think it's a succinct way of saying that again, they're a better team, and during my main course here, I'm going to give you all the facts, stats that are going to be undeniable, and let you guys come to your own conclusions. And that's it.
All right. So that was Travis's. That was Travis's first minute. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a debate between Travis and John as they are debating the 2011 Heat versus the 2012 Heat. So that was their intro so that you guys know what they're going to do. Now, they're each going to get a 2-minute segment to break down their main argument. So that should be a good enough time for both gentlemen to break down their own argument. We're going to start with you, Travis, because you get to start the second round. This is a snake round, so you get 2 minutes, and then John, you'll get your 2 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, again, they are debating who is the better team. Is it the Miami Heat or the 2012 Miami Heat or the 2011 Miami Heat? Again, Travis has the 2011 team. King John has the 2012 team. So here we go. When you get a chance here, as soon as you start, bring the argument on, Travis.
Yes, sir. So with the 2011 Heat and like John pointed out, it was a lockout shortened season, so there were 16 fewer games that were played. That being said, their pace of victory was about the same here. But what I think a lot of people overlook is that team, the 2011 Heat, were basically superior all the way across the board. Even if you take away LeBron, Wade, and Bosh's scoring, their bench players, and this goes for the playoffs as well, their bench players averaged about 60, or sorry, their supporting cast, averaged about 61 points per game during the regular season, about 47 for the playoffs. And compare that to the 2012 team, which averaged only 54 per game and about 38 per game for the playoffs. Now, that was also when the time where the pace of play was the same. So I think there was only about a bucket difference. Also, if we're talking offensively, the 2011 team scored 4 more points a game. They gave up only an extra basket as well on defense. So they were just as good defensively, and again, they were better offensively by a pretty wide margin. And if we're talking about the stats that back that up, the 2011 team was better rebounding the ball, total rebounds. Again, they were better as far as opponents' field goal percentage for both from 2 and 3. And again, really the only thing they weren't better at than the 2012 squad was steals per game. They got a lot
Time,
better at.
time, time. That's 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's 2 minutes. Good job. Good job. Good job, Travis. I can't. I can't. You was coming with some. Oh, you was coming with some fire. You was coming with some fire. Um, good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So it's your turn, John. You heard what he had to say. Here comes your main argument. I'll put you up so that you can get your 2 minutes. As soon as you start, your 2 minute will start.
The main thing for the 2012 team, it was about Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is the center point of everything about the 2012 team. And it was to take them out the paint and put them at the 3 point line, basically the corners of the 3 point line. Now, just so you know, his percentage didn't go up at all. He still shot 28% from the 3 point line, but it was about the attempts. So it forced the big man out. And the main goal was to your number one and your number two scores, LeBron and Wade. I need a free flow to the basket. So you put Bosh at the 3 point line, who again his 3 point percentage didn't go up, but his attempts went up. So now you got lanes for Wade and Bosh. So if you remember that year, they actually shot 400 less 3 pointers in 2012. A lot of people thought they added some of these players to shoot more threes. No, I added these players to spread the court to get LeBron and Wade to the basket. So they shot 400 less threes and got more points to the basket. I mean, that 2012 team added Battier, Norris Cole to handle players like JJ Barea and Jason Terry. They wanted size too. They got Eddie Curry. Even though he didn't play much in the playoffs, they still got Mike Miller. Actually got hurt that 2012 year, but they added more players and they added better players. They built the team better, and Eric Spoelstra did a much better job coaching. I think he had a problem coaching that first year, and he didn't know the personality of his team. He learned the personality of his 3 stars, and he learned how they play, and then he went on from that. They talked about how he learned to spread offense, and again, everything's about the offense, and they did get better defensively, and they allowed 2 less points than they did the year before, and they was better down the clutch time points to me in 2012 as well. So,
All
hey,
right. Time. Time.
they average more. They
Time.
got
Time.
some good
Up.
in my defensive range. Okay,
All right, all right. So okay, y'all, them boys they throwing some blows, they taking some shots, they bringing up stats, they bringing up what we do here in Goat James Kingdom. Both gentlemen are doing their thing. Again, it is Travis versus King John as we are discussing who was the better team, the 2011 Heat or the 2012 Heat. You know how Travis is. Travis jumped up and took the 2011 Heat team. He challenged King John. You guys know what we do here in Goat James Kingdom. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button because we have fun on a Friday night. This is what Friday night is for. You're not doing nothing. Actually, you should be doing something. There's a lot of games on tonight as well. Shout out to everybody that's taking their time to watch us and also watch the NBA. As I can see, the Lakers are not doing too well. I am not watching any games because I am just going to let the last 2 games go by. For my team and the Heat, it's just too much for me right now. I'm just gonna get ready for the play-in. That's what I need to get ready for. But we're gonna get ready for your last round, gentlemen. This is your last round. You get your last minute to make your closing statement, to bring it in home, let everybody understand what it is that you are trying to basically convey to us today about these two teams and your arguments. So, John, you get a chance to go now. This is your chance, your last chance. You got your last minute. So whatever you need to say, you need to say it now, and as well for you, Travis. So I'm gonna put you up again. So, John, you can go as soon as you start. Your minute begins.
we're gonna start off with here. Donald Royal, Mike Bibby. Do you think they're better players at that time in their career than a rookie Norris Cole? Then Mario Chalmers, he's a year better at the time. Mike Bibby is a year better at the time. LeBron James, I believe that was his complete year where he put it all together, where he actually understood his role. He knew what he was supposed to do. And I think his IQ of the game, him becoming a better point guard, everything came together for LeBron James in 2012. Um, he understood himself more. He was comfortable with himself. Um, the 2011 team, you threw it together so fast. They had so much. The narrative talk was at them. It was too much for them all at one time. And that 2012 team was better together chemistry wise, and they understood each other. And the coach understood them most important. But Mike Bibby late in his career, no,
Time,
that,
time,
that's
time,
that's
time,
over.
time. Time. Good job, good job. I like that one. That was great. That was great, ladies and gentlemen. That was King John's last round. He chilled back. He did his thing. Appreciate you, John. Shout out to everybody again that's watching us. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have King John going up against Travis. They're debating the 2011 Heat versus the 2012 Heat. So Travis, this is your last minute, your closing argument. You get the last minute here. So as soon as you start, your minute starts, sir.
Okay, yeah. So just to reiterate, there's nothing to suggest the 2012 Heat were better. They shot worse, or the 2011 Heat shot better from two, both from 2 and 3 in both the regular season and playoffs. They had, again, they were the better rebounding team across the board. It took them a while to gel, sure, but once they did, they were better. They in the playoffs too. They only allowed their opponents to hit their scoring averages or exceed it 3 times. That was Game 1 of the Chicago series and Game 4 and 5 of Dallas series. The 2012 series, or 2012 Heat, did that 6 times. A bit of statistical argument here. The 2011 Heat, even if you take away Wade and LeBron's box plus minus, they're still top 10 of all time for that season, or as far as overall teammates box plus minus in the playoffs. The 2012 Heat aren't even top 20. So that pretty much says it all.
Ooh. So that he says it all. Okay, shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. Shots fired. All right, I like that. I like that. Listen, y'all. Again, y'all hear these two gentlemen. This is what the Friday Night Exposure is about. It is made to have one-on-ones where you guys can debate about whatever topic it is you want to debate about. I see you guys in the comments all the time. I see Travis in the comments. I see John in the comments. I see all of you guys in the comments always arguing. You can come up on a Friday night and you can have a great discussion. I'll open up the panel for you guys and you guys can have a great discussion. So again, thanks for listening to us. As you just heard, King John and Travis's takes and their debate on who was the better team, the 2011 Heat or the 2012 Heat. Now, we're going to open up the panel. I'm going to let some people up because we're going to move on to the next topic. So you guys can go ahead and leave your comments about the debate in the comment section. And I'm also going to put up a poll so that you guys can go right on ahead and let us know who won this actual debate. It will come up after the program. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank these two gentlemen for stepping up to the plate. All right, and giving me my first debate on Friday Night Exposure. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. But before we move on to the next topic, I'm gonna let you guys give your take on how you felt about the whole situation. Let's start with you, John. How you feel about your first debate? You said you was a rookie. How you like the whole format on Friday night to have a debate?
I love the format. I love the format, and I knew my weakness of this format was gonna be the advanced stats. That's why I wanted to talk about the game and the game only because I knew he was gonna hit me with the advanced stats. I mean, hey, that's Travis' thing. I ain't never been. I told him I'm learning that from him. So, I love this debate format, and I'm trying to get people in the chat to come up on Fridays. I'm in the chat every Friday. I don't even come up no more. So I'm trying to get people up to debate. But hey, I ain't gonna call some people scared, but they scared.
Ooh.
Okay.
They scared. You say they ain't scared, but they scared. They not scared, but they scared. You know what I'm saying? They not scared, but they scared. All right. All right. So, Travis, man, good job. But you put yourself in the fire recently, and you've been going out. I've seen you on other channels debating, having conversations. So how you like this format in comparison to what you were doing before?
I really like it because it's short and concise, and it makes you have to put together a really tight argument. Even though you might have like a bunch of information, you got to narrow it down and just bring the points and facts to like what you think might be more relevant. And I knew John was going to come with a lot of stuff that I probably couldn't really articulate that well, especially like when it came to like team chemistry and stuff and other players, because he has a lot of experience, and I mean, you got to do the best you can, when you respect your opponent.
This is all the homework, bro. This is all the homework.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
well, what I want to do is, because a lot of people consider me a real debater, and I am someone of that likes to learn. Just to be honest with you, I like to learn. I study a lot. I read a lot. Like, I tell people that all the time. But I'm very familiar with debates and how debates are worked, and actual real debates with intellectuals. And when there's a debate, there's no voting. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that you guys didn't have to worry about being voted for anything. We're gonna have a vote at the end, obviously for fun. But the true point of a debate is for two individuals to bring and present the information in which they want to present, and have an open forum to do such. It is up to the people who are listening to receive that information and take it in. Now, obviously, if somebody's saying something that's a lie, you can bring it up in the comments if you heard any one of these two gentlemen say anything wrong. But that's what I see a debate as. This whole debate about who gets the most votes and the chat line votes, and you guys know we don't do votes here in Goat James Kingdom. There's people with fake profiles. You see what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, it should leave it up to you guys to just express yourself. I'm not going to tell you who won or lost, because I'm supposed to be neutral. But I did appreciate both of you guys stepping up. You guys did your thing. You guys brought your points at home. And I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to actually debate. It wasn't necessarily about attacking one another. It was about bringing information that you wanted to provide. And you guys did a great job at that. So shout out to both of you guys. I really
Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, man. Great job. You guys want to stay on and have some fun about my super team showdown?
Absolutely, man.
I'm down.
Right? All right.
Yeah.
Listen, we're about to have some fun. I did put up a link for you guys to join me, because recently on the post, I don't know if you guys seen it, King John or Travis, I put up some polls for some super teams to go up against one another. And I was just doing this because obviously this is similar to what we were talking about last week. We were talking about the 2011 Heat, whether or not they were championship contending teams or not. I brought up some facts. I posted a video. If you guys didn't see the video, go check out the video. You can go see what I said about the 2011 Heat and how they were not contenders, and nobody thought they were going to win a championship, just like no one thinks Milwaukee's going to win a championship this year. Even Boston of 2008 wasn't expected to win a championship. So the 2011 Heat overachieved, no matter what you guys want to say. But I was thinking about all of this perception and what's it called, expectations that y'all were putting on the 2011 Heat. I wanted to see who would really win in a super team showdown. So what I decided to do was I put together this super team showdown. You guys can see what this is, right? So basically what I did was I just went off of the top of my head. I basically said that the Golden State Warriors was the #1 super team of all time. The Chicago Bulls, yes, the 96 Chicago Bulls is a super team. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but I will prove why the Chicago Bulls of 1996 was a super team. I had them ranked second, all right? I picked 16 teams, y'all, all right? I picked 16 teams. So then the 83 Sixers are third, and they're there for the same reasons that the Chicago Bulls are second. Trust me when I tell you this. The 83 Sixers were a great team. Also, we have the 86 Celtics, the 87 Lakers, the 72 Lakers, the 63 Celtics, and the 2016 Cavaliers ended up the top 8. All right? So those were the top 8 seeds. Then I went to the rest of the teams, which was we had the 2008 Celtics, the 2006 Heat, which, yes, they were a super team. The 2011 Heat, which I'll say was a super team. Now, the 2011 Heat team is the first team or the highest seed that didn't win a championship. So they're the 11th seed. 10 of these teams have won championships, 6 didn't, right? So the 2011 Heat is the 11th seed. The 04 Lakers is the 12th seed. The 99 Rockets is the 13th seed. The 2023 Suns with KD, Chris Paul, and Booker is the 14th seed. The 15th seed is the 2022 Nets with KD, Harden, and Kyrie, right? And then we have the last team was the 2013 Lakers, who had Dwight Howard, Kobe Bryant, and Steve Nash. Yes.
God.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like that? You don't like that, Travis? You don't like that, Travis?
That was
Johnny,
the all
is that the
injury ridden
2016?
team.
Huh?
Is that the 2016 Cavs you got as a super team?
That is the 2016 Cavs. They're a super team. Yes, that's what from my
They're
understanding.
not a super team. They're not a super team. That is. I always ask people how the 2016 Cavs a super team, and nobody can ever explain it. I mean, Kyrie and Love had never even made the playoffs at the time.
It don't matter. They are a super team. They are considered a super team if they got LeBron James on it. You already know that. They are a super team.
And I wish Dr. J understood his 83 team was a super team, even though he said one of the reasons he bring LeBron James down because he was on a super team. I will always say, Dr. J, do you realize you was on a super team in 83?
Yeah. The only thing super about 2013 Lakers was that Kobe had like the most underrated MVP season of all time, or should have been MVP. That's it though.
Who won MVP 2013? Oh, that was LeBron.
LeBron, the GOAT. LeBron
The GOAT.
James, the GOAT. You know who won it, man.
LeBron James.
You know that. You know that. But you guys were the ones that voted on who are these teams that were going to win. So as an example, we started off with the first round. You can see who won the first round by percentages, right? We're going by percentage because every team had different amount of votes. Some of y'all cared about more votes than others. Some people got more votes than others. All right. So we got King Money Fly joining us. Thanks for joining us, King Money Fly. You're up on the panel, but give me a second here. You get a chance to speak. So this is what you guys voted on, okay? So if we go on and continue, these are the results. So as you can see, at the end of the day, the two teams that got the most votes, and the poll is up right now in the group chat. I need you guys to go ahead and hit the poll. Who would win this super team showdown? Who is going to win it? Is it the 96 Chicago Bulls or is it the 2017 Golden State Warriors? As you can see, the Golden State Warriors beat out the 2013 Lakers. They beat out the 2006 Miami Heat. And they beat out the 87 Lakers to face the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls beat out the 22 Brooklyn Nets. Then they beat out the 2016 Cavaliers, which was a very, very close in voting. Because to be honest with you, if the 2016 Cavs can beat the 73-team Warriors, they can beat the 72-win Chicago Bulls team. But we're going to leave that no here, no there. But they did win. You guys voted the 96 Chicago Bulls. For all of you who say they're not a super team, they seem to be getting a lot of votes. So they ended up facing the 86 Boston Celtics, right? And they got the votes. Majority vote. 3/4 of you guys voted the Chicago Bulls over the Boston Celtics of 86. 3/4 of you guys chose the Golden State Warriors of 2017 over the 87 Lakers. Which we all can agree the 87 Lakers and 86 Celtics are one of the greatest teams of all time. So if we look here, gentlemen, let's start with you, John. What about this is surprising? What is it about this that you like or don't like?
I mean, I like the whole format. I'm surprised by some of it. You had the Miami Heat 11 beating the 72 Lakers.
Yes,
that's a surprise.
Super surprise. Surprise.
Because it was funny because when you had it up there, that was the first thing I looked at to see who won it, and I was wow. So that was the one that would surprise me. I got a question. 86 Boston, 99 Houston. You actually believe 86 Boston can beat the 99 Houston Rockets?
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the 99 season that well other than the Knicks beating my Heat and that stupid shot by Allen in Houston. It's really a memory block. I like to block it out. I really do, man. It's tough. But again,
I'm thinking, I'm thinking of the 96 Houston Rockets. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
That was the team that
This is the 99. This is the one with Scottie Pippen. This is the one with Scottie Pippen, Olajuwon, and Barkley.
No, and I'm not even thinking of the 96. I'm thinking of the 97 Rockets who had Barkley, Drexler, and Olajuwon, and Stockton hit that three on the top of the key to take Utah to the finals. That's the team I'm thinking about.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm wrong on that.
Okay. I'm with you. So what you think about this, John? What do you think about the whole showdown, the whole results?
Just so you know,
I mean, not John.
So everybody knows. I do want to say one more thing. I'm from Chicago, y'all. And the 96 Bulls, we were celebrating, okay, y'all? We were celebrating. But Golden State win that. Golden State wins that.
Remember, go vote in the poll. Vote in the polls. It's gonna be all on y'all. I got it already on Facebook. It's already on thing. It's gonna be on y'all at the end of the show. I'll let y'all know the results. We'll find out by the end of the show. So, yes, it was a memory block, Eric. That's it. I'm not thinking about '99. My wife reminds me every damn day when she has her chance. That's her last little throw shot at me. Is the Allen Houston shot. So, Travis, what do you think of the showdown here, Travis?
I like it. I mean, there's a couple surprises there. Like I think that, I mean, it would be a war zone. I think the '83 Philadelphia 76ers are probably one of the most underrated teams of all time.
Completely underrated.
Yeah, it's especially like you look at that talent or that roster is ridiculous. But I mean, I don't really have an argument with anything going on here. I think the 2013 Lakers, to me, that's just ridiculous. There's no way, shape, or form that's a super team. But especially 40-year-old Steve Nash, who's injured, and same thing with Dwight Howard. But, I mean, a lot of great teams in here. '06 Miami, I think, is slept on. I do agree with the finals, though. I think those would definitely be the two teams. But I think nobody stops Golden State in '17. They were the most complete team I've ever seen, like especially offensively. Mm-hmm. And they were a great defensive team, too. Like, nobody – the Bulls could probably have great games defensively against – two or three of them, but they just had so much firepower across the board. I think it would wear them down.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it'd be worse if they were playing in the 1900s.
It would be worse for them. It would be worse if they was playing in the 90s.
It would be worse for them if they were playing in the 1900s. It would be completely worse for them. It wouldn't even be no fun for. It would definitely be horrible for the Bulls. But all right, what up, King Money Fly, man? Thanks for joining the Friday Night Exposure, man. What's good, bro, man? You see what we doing here? What do you think of this Super Team Showdown, brother?
Hey, man, it looked good, man. The one thing that surprised me that who got a win was the 2016 Cleveland over Boston. You know, that Boston 08 team, it was a defensive juggernaut. I think they had Rondo, Tony Allen. I think they had James Posey on their squad. And I think they had Michael Peters, if I'm not mistaken. Then you had Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG. You had Big Baby Glenn Davis. So I'm kind of surprised that the 2016 actually beat that team. You know what I'm saying? Just because the defense totality of the whole team, they like better. You know, I know, Cleveland probably like, yeah, let's have a little better on offense with certain select players, but overall, I think that 08 Boston team probably maybe would beat that 2016. Just because they're more defensive minded and they know how to scheme, but it is a later year than Braun, but then you got a young Kyrie, a young Kevin Love, and the supporting cast they had, they were solid, but they really wasn't, you know what I'm saying, compared to the defense Boston have, I think they probably give them a lot for their money. So it's a good list, man. Overall, man, I think you did a good job, man, on how you picked the teams or whatever. But that one right there stood out the most to me a lot because I was like, dang, they beat that team. You know what I'm saying? Because that team was really prized on defense, really, man. It was really prized on defense, that Boston squad. So it just took me by a little surprise because, Cleveland, they was all right on defense, but they ain't on their level. You know what I'm saying? For as a defensive team, they ain't on their level. So I just think, it probably should be a league. But it's a good overall, though. I think it's great.
Yeah, appreciate that. Listen, again, this is y'all results. I did make my vote. I'm not gonna lie, I did put my vote in on the teams that I thought would win those series. Some were very surprising, very, very surprising. Again, I just picked the teams that I thought that I've heard in arguments throughout my basketball social media world and GOAT James Kingdom for the last 2 years. As an example, I heard about the '63 Boston recently. To be honest with you, the 1963 Boston Celtics had 9 Hall of Famers on their roster.
Sure did.
9. And,
that's crazy.
And, mind you, they weren't better than the 64 team. The 64 team was actually a better team than the 63 team. Because some of the guys that were Hall of Famers like Bob Cousy and I think another guy, they were in their last years of the league. They weren't, you know what I'm saying? So it really changed a lot. But there was another team that I kind of missed out, the '98 Lakers, right?
But I think Eddie Jones and Van Exel.
Well, again, they are 4 All-Stars.
Yeah.
Right? Where's the 01 Lakers here? No.
Because the 01 Lakers is not really a super team.
I guess.
I mean, we can call them a super team, but they got those bum ass '90s players on there like Horace Grant.
And
Yeah.
Ron Harper was on that
Glenn
team.
Rice
Too.
and Ron Harper.
Glenn
Yeah, Ron
Rice, my
Harper,
guy
Glenn
now.
Rice.
Yeah,
Glenn
Glenn
Rice, Ron
Rice,
Harper, and Isaiah Ryder, right? Was Isaiah Ryder on the 01 team as well?
He was.
On the
Got
2000?
I
carried.
think so. Yeah.
Right.
Rice was still a dog. I love me some Rice.
And
Hey,
Rick Fox and those
hey,
bums from the 90s. What
hey,
up, King
Johnny.
Fox?
Lori.
What?
Uh-huh.
I see you ain't got no Spurs team on there either, man. What about the '99, the first Tim Duncan ring? You don't think that
That
team was kind of super?
I thought about them as well, but I was wondering who made the third option. I kind of thought about the 2014 team or the 2013 team, but I had to limit it to 16 teams. So I kind of limited
Sean
to the
Elliott
teams
won
that.
the All Star.
That's what I'm saying. You had Sean Elliott, you had Avery Johnson, and you had another shooter on that team too.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, a bunch of bums from the 90s. Bunch of bums from the 90s, man. But no left hand having motherfuckers from the 90s, man.
Sean Elliott. Antonio Daniels. The GOAT.
But I mean, obviously, but see what I'm saying? All these teams are super teams that y'all mentioning. But guess what team ended up facing the realest super team of all time? The 96 Bulls.
Yeah.
The 96 Bulls.
I mean, that
Huh?
was a real super team. Like those Warriors. I mean, that's just the definition of like, what are you gonna do? Like
Hey,
three of the
check out-
best shooters of all time.
Random comment of the day. The 98 Pacers were better than the 2018 Rockets. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from.
And Travis, that Golden State team even ran the perfect offense for their team. How often do you get
They
to run a
did.
perfect offense for your team? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
I mean-
Here we go. Any team that gave Jordan Fitz was a tough team. Any team that gave Jordan Fitz was a tough team. Is this the only time y'all gonna admit the Bulls played a game 7? Is this y'all want to do that now? Is this what y'all want to do today? Is what y'all want to do?
I love that series. It was a war zone. Larry Bird.
Oh man!
Yeah, Larry Bird was the coach.
Shout out to Twin Man. Twin Man is in the building, ladies
There he
and
is.
gentlemen. What's good, ladies and gentlemen?
Missed our
Man,
debate, Twin Man. What the hell?
Yeah, you missed the debate.
I know. I'm
Twin
sorry.
Man.
I'm late as hell, man. I got off work super late. Then I just
Alright.
kind of like fell asleep a little bit. Then I watched a little bit of TV. Took a
Listen.
shower and I was like, hold up, what time is it? I was like, shit, I'm late.
Listen, you're supposed to take the day off, man. OJ died. Wait, why you take the day off?
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord, about
He
an
did
OJ.
die.
But anyways, welcome to the panel. Thank you guys again. This is a Friday night exposure with the Exposer. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for joining me on a Friday night. It is the Friday night exposure with the Exposer. You guys see we are doing some things. Check out our membership as well. As we're sending out hats and t-shirts to everybody. Y'all make sure to hit us up if you are a GOAT James Kingdom member. Please hit us up. I need to get in contact with you folks. I can't send out stuff to people I just know by actual page names. I don't even know who you are. We actually have to converse, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thanks y'all for that's in the comments as well. I see y'all having fun. All right, Twin Man. We had a debate. You can watch the show and talk about the debate another time. But we're doing the Super Team Showdown. Have you seen the Super Team Showdown? Did you make a vote on it? Have you seen it?
Of course I did.
All right. So what does it take, brother? You see who are the top 2 teams. What do you think of the teams that I put up? And do you like it, not like it? What's your words, brother?
Well, looking at some of the matchups, I'm not shocked at a lot of the wins. That 16, the only one that's shocking to me is that 2016 Cleveland team over Boston. I'm shocked by that. I mean, I understand 2016 LeBron James was playing great, but that 08 Boston team, that defense was just tough.
What you mean? It's the
It
GOAT.
was just tough.
It's the
And
GOAT.
I don't really see Cleveland beating that team, but to each his own. But if we're getting straight to the nitty-gritty, it's not even a question. Golden State, in my opinion, sweeps the 96 Bulls. I said what I said. They have no answer for KD. No, there's no one on the team that can guard KD. Steph is going to cook whoever guards him on that floor. I don't care who you put in front of him because of his unlimited range. And if Klay Thompson gets an open look anywhere, it is a bucket. We're talking about that 2017 where all shooters was just on point. It was an automatic championship when those 3 hooked up. This isn't even a question who wins this series. I don't care about Jordan. Jordan's not enough to beat that team. And let's make something clear. He's not playing the entire game. So if it comes down to bench play, I'll take Golden State's bench over the Chicago bench. Just being real with you.
Well,
But if
Twin
we're
Man,
talking strictly
Right.
superstar play, if we're talking strictly superstar play, they have Jordan.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
You have Klay Thompson,
Who has the
Steph
true
Curry.
advantage? Hold on, wait, hold on, Twin Man. You broke it down. Hold on, wait. Who has the true advantage? Having Steve
Golden
Kerr as
State.
who has Steve Kerr as a coach who knows all the Bulls plays, or Steve Kerr as a player who knows all the Warriors plays?
I'm looking outside of that because the true advantage is their ability to shoot the ball at every level. The shooting difference in this game is ridiculous.
Twin Man, I got one
Who
question.
are you putting on KD? Who's guarding KD?
Scotty.
Who do y'all think they would put on KD?
Scotty.
Right, Scotty.
Scotty.
Got it. Who's guarding Klay then?
Right, I was just gonna say
Jordan.
that. Who's gonna guard
Jordan.
Klay? Who's
Jordan.
gonna guard
Okay,
Klay?
so that means Steph Curry's going off for 70.
Yeah.
Big facts. Talk that shit, Twin Man.
Twin Man, I
I mean, Steph
got one
Curry's
question.
going off for 70.
They're gonna
And,
put
okay,
Ron Harper.
I'll
They're gonna
give
put
you
Ron
this.
Harper on Curry.
Cooked barbecue
Okay.
chicken. And Ron Harper's a great defender, but he's barbecue chicken.
Hey, Twin Man, I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
Twin Man, I got one question for you. Because of the Golden State lineup, Tony Kukoc is gonna get a lot of play in this series. You don't think he has a mismatch somewhere?
No.
Who?
I think Draymond can defend him.
Draymond got him.
And then-
They're
You
gonna
know
take
Tony
Rodman
Kukoc
off the
is
floor.
16,
You have to take
11.
Rodman off the floor. They're not
You're
even gonna
gonna
be
have
stupid.
to put
Rodman.
more
they-
scoring
Rodman
on
gonna
the
play
floor.
center.
They're
they
not
for
gonna
sure
put Rodman
get
on the
cooked.
floor. If
So
they put Rodman
you
at
know
center,
what this
they're in
matchup
trouble.
reminds me of?
Uh-huh.
This is the matchup we should have saw with the Houston Rockets. With those mid-90s Rockets when Jordan decided to take his hiatus, because they could spread the floor and shoot the three. Not as well as Golden State, but you understand what I'm getting at. They had and they played, hold on, let me get my thoughts together here. Houston played really good team defense. The 2017 Golden State Warriors played great team defense. So you're talking about a more advanced version of that Rockets team with better shooting.
Which Rockets?
Yeah.
What year Rockets? The 94 or the 95?
I would have to say that 94 team.
Okay, because they was a better 3-point shooting team. Because that 95 team had traded for Clyde Drexler. Got rid of some of that shooting.
But think about it. The Houston Rockets in 94, they could really shoot the three and spread the floor. You're getting a way better version of that with KD, Steph, and Klay. And we're talking about the moment Steph Curry steps beyond half court, he can pull it and hit it consistently. The Bulls have never seen anything like that. You have a 7-footer who can handle the rock, take you off the dribble, get to the rim, shoot the mid-range great, and shoot the three great. They've never seen that. And then Klay Thompson is arguably one of the best spot-up 3-point shooters and off the dribble shooters, arguably in NBA history.
Hey, let me add on to that. Then when he go to the bench, you know they getting cooked. Because who's going to hold Sean Livingston on the Golden State off the Bulls? Nobody. Who's going to stop Iggy? Nobody. They're not going to be able to contend with when they come to the bench. Like, they stars, they can hang. But when they come to that bench, they getting cooked, man.
This is a sweep, 4-game sweep. Because even if you put Pippen on KD, and he holds him under 30, hopefully, you're gonna have to put two of your best defenders on two of the greatest shooters, leaving one of the greatest shooters open. Who's chasing around Steph Curry the entire game? We already saw what happened when the Bulls tried to do that with Reggie. Reggie would go off. Jordan didn't like guarding him coming off of all those screens. So now you got to do that with Steph's short ass, and he's running all game.
Y'all finna let Twin Man talk about your zesty Jeffrey like this?
It's tough because there's no lies detected, but it's just like the only way I think the Bulls even had a chance is like you'd have to they're going to get their shots no matter what. You just have to hope that you can hold them to a lower percentage than what they were.
You have to hope and miss.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
You have to hope and miss.
And they're not going to miss for 7 games.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Hey,
you have to punish.
Hey, quick question. Wasn't Boogie on that 2017 team too for a little while or no?
Who?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, he was on. I think he was on the 2019 team.
2019. Okay, a couple years later.
But
Okay.
no, but they did have David West. They did have JaVale McGee. So they had big men. They had big men.
Yeah.
They had a team. They were a good, even though they gave up Harrison Barnes and I think a couple of other guys to get Kevin Durant so they can make space for Kevin Durant. They still had a roster. That 96 Bulls team's only chance is with today's NBA rules, which allows them to play zone defense. Because that's the only way they would be able to do it. And hopefully through a zone defense and Phil Jackson figuring out something.
How do you beat the zone though, Johnny?
I don't see nobody beating those Warriors. Again, that is the greatest team of all time, especially that first year because they had to win it after choking against LeBron and the Cavs in 2016. And they bring in Kevin Durant. It was like, yo, you guys have to win it. They played perfect basketball together. Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry were lights out. They were a better combo together their first year than Dwayne Wade and LeBron was in 2011. They were legitimately up there. But again, I find it weird that this is the team that shows up here. This is the team, the Chicago Bulls, all of a sudden is not considered a super team, but I put them in a super team battle versus 16, 15 other teams, and they make all the way to the finals.
To the brackets? Can you go back to the brackets? I wanted to see who the Chicago Bulls played.
Okay.
Because there's some capping here going on. There might be a little capping going on here.
All right, let me show it to you.
Do they really beat that Brooklyn team? Do they really beat that Brooklyn team?
Yeah, they'll beat them. Yeah, they'll beat them.
That Brooklyn team with James Harden,
that's
Kyrie
James
Irving, and
Harden, Kyrie, and KD.
Healthy? No.
I still think they probably would beat them because they didn't have a bench like that, bro. You got to think them dudes gonna get tired, bro. Then James Harden, he's a playoff choker, bro.
It's not coming. It's not coming. I'm sorry. You have two of the best isolation players in today's NBA, and James Harden in 22 isn't even at the peak of his powers, and he's still a great isolation ball player. I think he cooks Jordan one-on-one. People, you might sit here and say no, he wouldn't, but James Harden is known to take anybody off the dribble. And he can shoot.
But he's not gonna stick Harden. He's not gonna stick Harden either.
Hey, Twin Man.
Okay.
So, hey, Twin Man.
All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a true MJ fan by the name of Willie Sermons. Y'all know who Willie is? Hold on, wait. Yeah, Willie Sermon. What up, Willie? Shout out to Willie. Thank you for joining us. Willie, go ahead and make your case for the Chicago Bulls. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Twin Man. I'm coming. Johnny, my man. I ain't even coming for Johnny tonight. Hey, Twin Man,
thank you.
What are you talking about, bro? What? Say what you just said, bro. Cause I'm gonna dissect you. Bro. Say what you just said. You sitting up here talking about somebody can't dissect. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
He already said.
When did I say anything about dissecting anybody?
Nah, you said Ron Harper. Yo, say what you said again, because I just caught on. Keep talking.
If Ron Harper's guarding Steph Curry, it's barbecue.
Bro. First of all, Ron Harper going guard Klay Thompson. Jordan going guard Curry.
Okay, stop right there. I want you to stop right there. So do you remember in I believe it was the Eastern Conference Finals, I can't remember one year when the Bulls played the Pacers and he had to chase 98 when he had to chase Reggie coming off all those screens?
Yeah, and they lost.
Yeah, they lost, but I believe Reggie still
they lost. Yeah, they lost.
Right? See,
they lost.
Though, right? Reggie
they lost. Right? They lost.
Did Reggie get points? Did Reggie get
They lost. Yeah, they took him to game 7 and they lost.
Right. You don't have to say it more than once, Willie. You can say it once. We heard you. They lost. We all know they lost.
Reggie got off. So now we're talking about the best shooter of all time in Steph Curry. Actually, my bad. three of the best shooters of all time on the same damn team. So you put Jordan
Okay.
in action the same. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You put
I'm
Jordan in the
patient.
same exact
I'm
action.
patient.
If he has
Because
to
I'm going to
chase
say the same
around
thing.
Steph Curry or Harper on him, he's just going to take Ron Harper off the dribble. Ron Harper's not going to be able to stay in front of Steph Curry. So if you put Jordan on him, you just do the same exact shit. You put him into action, run him off the screens, and guess what? Either Steph's going to be open, Clay's going to be open, and if KD's open, that's a bucket at the rim. Or that's a bucket in the mid-range, or that's a bucket at the three-point.
First of all, you talking hypotheticals because you don't know shit about what you talking
All this
about.
shit is
You talk
hypothetical.
no, yeah, you talking hypotheticals. So whatever you talking about don't mean nothing because it didn't happen and you can't see it.
Your
And
argument.
second of all, hold up.
Let him
Hold
talk
up,
for a
hold
minute.
up,
Let him get
hold
his
up.
word in.
Hold up. And second of all, Ron Harper is slow like Klay Thompson. Jordan was fucking with Iverson. So you mean to tell me Curry going just do like Jordan going to be there? He going to
No,
be
he's
right
not.
there.
Who has a better
Like you
handle,
acting
Allen
like
Iverson or
Jordan
Steph
ain't going.
Curry?
Like
Who has a better
hold
handle,
up. Let me.
Allen Iverson or
No,
Steph Curry? Who's a
let him
better
talk to
shooter,
him, man.
Allen
Let him
Iverson or
talk
Steph
to him, man.
Curry?
Oh. You
Let him
asked him
talk
two
to him.
questions. Who got a better handle? Iverson. Who's the better shooter? Curry. Curry.
Okay.
Wait, Willie.
But,
You said that. Wait, Willie.
but,
Willie, hold on, Willie.
do
Willie, hold on.
Curry got a
Hold up,
6'6"
Willie.
nigga that's
Hold up.
athletic on his ass?
Hold up, Willie.
You talking, bro?
We're going to put you in the dugout, Willie. This is a new thing for you Jordan fans who cannot shut up. We're going to put you in the dugout.
Sit your punk ass down. That old bullshit.
Miller
All right? Listen,
got
Willie.
was the opposite of that.
Listen, Willie. You have to calm down, Willie. You have to let people speak. We hearing you. You don't have to repeat yourself. All right? If you cannot calm down, Jordan fans, you will go in the dugout. Okay? You will go in the dugout.
Sit your ass down.
Man, I got mind control over Debo. He be like, shut the fuck up. I be quiet. But when he leave,
Nah, Johnny, man, you wild.
I be talking again.
That shit
All right?
is funny, bro.
Listen. We're going to bring you back up, Willie. We're going to have some fun, Willie. It's a good show. Thank you guys for joining me on a Friday night. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You Jordan fans sometimes need a break like Jordan did. You go to the dugout, chill. You know what I'm saying? Now you come back up and we can have some fun.
Hey, hold on,
Man, really fast.
Go ahead.
Reggie
Hold
Miller
on,
show.
wait. We got Willie. We're gonna let you get your chance in, but Ralph just showed up. What up, Ralph? Shout out for joining me on a Friday night. What do you think about this whole super team showdown? Who did you vote for? Who you got? The Bulls or the Warriors?
What's up, y'all? Honestly, I don't think the Bulls will make it out of that conference. You got the
Wait. You mean they wouldn't make it out of the bracket?
No.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Let him speak, Willie. Willie, don't go back to the dugout, Willie. Don't go back to the dugout, Willie. Relax, Willie.
I don't even care.
I forgot the 08 Boston Celtics was over there.
All right,
That's what
They
I'm
might
just
go
saying,
ahead,
bro.
Hey, listen. Hey, remember, Ralph does have Michael Jordan as the GOAT, Willie. Relax. Go ahead, Ralph.
Wait,
Go
no,
ahead,
I
Ralph.
don't. No, I don't. Will Chamberlain, my GOAT, and Kobe Bryant, my
Oh,
number
Will
two.
Chamberlain's your GOAT. My bad. Shots fired. My bad, brother. Shots fired. But go ahead. But go
No,
ahead.
he's not even in my top 10, to be
All
honest.
right, but go ahead, Ralph. Go ahead, Ralph. So you
But
say they
yeah,
would. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead, brother.
they had trouble if they face against any of them Celtics, man. Especially the '08. They got one of the greatest defense ever. They got the shooters. Who's really going? What they really going to do with Rondo? Because you know he's not really a shooter. So he's going to go in the lane, get them fouls. He's going to kick it out to Ray Allen. He's going to kick it out to Paul Pierce. And then they got the two twin towers and Kendrick Perkins and KG. You got KG with the mid range. He's going little boy Dennis Rodman. Like, come on, man. KD is a dog, so they can't do all that pushing and all that stuff they did to all these other teams. Like, they can't do all that to the Celtics, the '08.
So you got the 08 Celtics going all the way past everybody.
Yeah, they would
It
go
could
past
be.
everybody at that.
They
You see
could.
it?
They,
You
they could, or it might be the '86 Celtics. No
Well,
matter what, it's gonna be the Celtics.
well, the 86 Celtics lost to the 96 Bulls 3-4. I mean, 3-1 basically. They didn't have a chance because again, the 96 Bulls is a super team. You guys don't want to accept it. That's what they are. They are a super team. So
They
hey,
didn't have Larry Bird though.
okay, let's let Willie go because Willie, you guys, Willie
Okay, you know
got
how these
something.
Jordan fans is. They like fiends, man. They gotta get the mic, man.
All right, Willie.
Hey,
So you took your break.
I,
You Brad.
I,
Willie, give us your take on why
I,
the
I, I,
96 Bulls would win the super team showdown, although they're not a super team. Go ahead, brother. Tell us.
did you say they're not a super team or they are a super team?
I say that
And I'm
they are a super team. Are they a super team or
okay,
not?
and I'm gonna pose a question. What made them super? What made them super?
I'm glad that you asked that, Willie. I am
He opened his
so
door.
glad that you asked that. You
want
should
you
have
to
What
never
made
done
them
that.
super?
This is what made them super. The 1996
I
Chicago.
want numbers. I want numbers.
I'm going to
Stats.
give you. Listen, are you going to let me speak or you want to go back to the dugout?
Man, I don't care. Go ahead, bro. I'm a big dog. I'm 52.
What the fuck you doing here? If you can't take it, sit your ass down. Let's discuss. I ain't discussing shit with no goddamn kid. Motherfucker, let me tell you something. Who give a fuck? Sit your ass down.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot handle the conversation, I will put you in the dugout with Michael Jordan. That way, you and Michael Jordan can sit there and discuss all the lies about Michael Jordan. You cannot sit here and ask me to answer a question and don't let me answer the question. You have to allow me to answer the question. You cannot do it. I don't know why you showed up.
Sit your punk ass down. That old bullshit.
All right? So let's get back to the topic and why the 96 Chicago Bulls was a super team. Okay, here are the numbers, Willie. You're in the background. You can hear me, Willie. You can hear me, Willie. All right? The numbers are this. The 1996 Chicago Bulls had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on their roster. There were only 6 teams, as y'all can see here in NBA history, after the merger. Not even after, it's 5 after the merger. But only 6 teams since the 69 all-defensive team was put together that had that many players on the roster. And in fact, the Chicago Bulls and the 1983 76ers are the 2 only teams that had 2 All-NBA first-team players and 3 All-Defensive first-team players on the roster. Also have the league MVP.
And then when it was all said and done, that team had 4 Hall of Famers. Players.
Yep.
The 1996 Bulls not only was a super team because of that, they added those super team players because the 1994 Chicago Bulls didn't have Michael Jordan to start the season. So they were building. 1995 Chicago Bulls did not start the season with Michael Jordan, so they were building. They added Michael Jordan at the end of the season, then added Dennis Rodman at the end at the offseason, which basically made them a super team. You added Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman to an already playoff team that the Chicago Bulls were building. When they added Tony Kukoc, they added Kerr, they added Ron Harper, they added Luke Longley, all after the 93 Bulls. So the 96 Bulls was an accumulation of a super team. They were just adding players left and right. That's why they're a super team.
He said Allen Iverson had a better handle than
Steph
Steph Curry. And Allen Iverson
Travis,
couldn't even
I
go
have a
left.
question. Travis,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Did I lie at all with anything that I said to Willie?
Lies, no, but you did say Richard Miller went off when he almost shot 9% worse for that series than he did during that regular season. So that was the only exaggeration.
Putting Jordan in that action, chasing him off those screens, Reggie got off.
They wouldn't put Jordan on.
I
They
mean,
wouldn't put Jordan on. They wouldn't put
My
Jordan
whole
on.
point
got
is,
off
but
for
my whole point
19 a
of
game on 40.
that specific point of that debate is if you run Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, running that same action with his two backup shooters being the second and possibly the third greatest shooters of all time, what do you think that team does to the Bulls?
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's not a matchup I would choose, honestly. I mean, I don't think the Bulls would win anyway, but I think I would probably stick Harper on that and let Mike conserve energy while guarding Clay, although that would be a tough ask too. But at the same time, I mean, I think it would be. I don't think it would be a murder because I think Kukoc would have a lot more shots that game because he could stretch the floor. Pippen would have to do his thing, but it'd be a war. But I think
put on Curry's barbecue chicken, bro, and then
Barbecue
you're gonna put
chicken.
your best defender on KD.
you just gotta challenge the shots. You're still gonna get his.
All right. So wait, y'all. Listen, I want Willie to get his last words because we about to get up out of here very shortly. Willie,
Yeah.
you heard what you heard what
Y'all
I said, Willie. You heard
Y'all might
what
as
I
well
said.
get up out of here. Y'all might as well get up out of here. Cause I asked this man to give me the stats. He gave me Jordan's defensive team. He ain't give me no stats of the players. You know why, people? Because he can't and he won't. Because the players Jordan played with in 96 ain't give you nothing. Nothing in 96, 97, or 98. They ain't give you nothing. They ain't no 20-point scores. All they gave you was rebounding and defense. And Jordan was the scorer. He ain't gonna tell y'all that. That's why he gave y'all that.
Defense isn't important.
Hey, Willie, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold up. Wasn't Jordan the all defensive player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask
Jordan demanded his team to. Jordan fans are passionate because we know our shit. Jordan demanded his team to play defense, bro. All you gotta do is D up. I'm gonna put this ball in the hole. You defend. You rebound. You do that.
Scotty was the leader.
This is hilarious.
Man, what?
Scotty was the leader. But I'm gonna ask you.
Scotty was a what?
He was the leader of that team.
When?
In 96. See, you know something?
In 96.
Some of y'all fans.
Wait, yo. Back
Yo, keep the OG talk, man.
Oh.
Put him back in the dugout, Johnny, man. He can't even let the OG talk.
I was there. I mean, you certain things you can't answer. You just talking.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. You fucked up big time. You're incapable of running this shit.
New Jack
Sit your punk ass down. That old bullshit.
Oh my God! Willie, I keep giving you a chance, Willie. I keep giving you a chance.
You goaded for this dugout stuff,
He
man.
said nobody on the 96 Bulls gave nothing but Jordan.
That ain't going nowhere.
Well, you heard me. You goaded for this, though, Johnny. For real. This dugout,
Yes,
Oh, but John, did you hear that nonsense? He said nobody on the 96 Bulls did anything except for Jordan. He said the only thing they did was play defense and rebound.
Wait,
that's
two man. You can't talk while he's in the dugout. We have to allow him and Jordan to speak while they're in the dugout. Let them chill. In the dugout. I got this. Listen. So Willie, what you fail to realize is that as great as Michael Jordan was, yes, statistically, you can say his team didn't score that much points, didn't have 20-point games. You're right. But it was the 90s. It was 1996. There was nobody else scoring 20 points. There was no other players that had 20-point scores. There was barely guys scoring 25 points per game. So for you to sit here and say, bring up these stats, I'm going to bring up the stats. The Chicago Bulls had the defensive rebounder. They had the top defensive rebounder rebounder in the league. They had the top scorer in the league. They had the sixth man of the year coming off the bench. They had the best bench man coming off the bench. What stats? You guys don't say Chris Bosh was averaging less than 20 points and you want to make them a super team? When Dwayne Wade wasn't averaging 20 points per game in 2014, you don't want to say he was a super team then. When LeBron James has players like Westbrook and guys like Carmelo Anthony coming off the bench, y'all called them a super team. They weren't averaging 20 points per game then. You wasn't bringing up stats. We know Scotty can average 20 points per game. We know Ron Harper can average 20 points per game. We know Tony Kukoc can average 20 points per game. So what are you talking about? So this is why you end up becoming someone that sits in the dugout because we don't got time for you, bruh.
What the fuck you doing here? If you can't take it, sit your ass down.
That's what happens to you when you can't talk basketball. This is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. This is the Friday Night Exposure. Y'all know I don't play no games with people. We don't do no bullshit like that. I like Willie. Willie's a true Jordan fan. We got to give Willie his props for being an MJ fan. We really do. That's what he does best. But he has to, y'all got to relax, bro. We just having a simple conversation. We got to relax. We got to relax. So,
Hey,
is
that 96, 97 season you talking about?
No, 96. The 1996 Bulls. The 1996
Yeah,
Bulls.
96, 97 season. Is it that you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the 96 Bulls. 95, 96. The 72
I was about to say because
the 72 and 10.
I'm about to say because he lied because what I put in the back check. This week Scotty averaged 96, 97 season 20 points.
Well, no. But that's again, Scottie Pippen for his Chicago Bulls career averaged 19 points per game, 7 and 6 easily for his career. We're not even debatable. Scottie Pippen.
No, remember he just said he never had nobody that averaged 20 on the side.
I know that they're liars. We know that they're liars. He outscored Magic in the finals. Scottie Pippen.
Facts.
He outscored what's it called? What's his name? He talking about them averaging 15, 16 points in the finals.
Byron Scott.
No, yeah, he averaged more points than John Stockton and Hornacek. So, like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Bulls are facing teams that don't have 20-point per game scores. How many 20-point per game scores was on that Indiana Pacers team, Travis? Bring it up for me, please.
Dude, that was the question I was going to ask you. Nobody averaged 20 on that Pacers team?
I might be remembering my thing wrong. Maybe only Miller, I think, unless I'm just way fucked up.
19.4 is not far from 20.
No, but again, but this is the point, ladies and gentlemen. The whole point of tonight's show and the whole point of the thing was that I wanted to prove to people that first of all, there's a bunch of super teams in NBA history. Let's just face it. Let's just face that by any being that there is no actual standard metrics to say what's a super team. There's a bunch of them, right? Because there's a bunch of teams that are fully loaded. You can't tell me a team with 9 Hall of Famers ain't a super team, like the '63 Celtics, right? So I wanted to see if people really were going to vote the '96 Bulls and how much they were going to vote for the '96 Bulls when people are going to tell you, like Willie did, that this is not a super team, that they didn't have no scores. That he literally said that Michael Jordan said, "You guys just play defense, and I'm going to score," but Jordan is not scoring all the points for Chicago. So somebody has to score. Besides, Jordan was only he had less than 30 points per game for those two of those three repeats. So Jordan wasn't even averaging 30 points per game like that. He was shooting under 50%, and he was still great. He won the league MVP. You're gonna tell me he was all defensive team. So Jordan also had to play defense. That was a great team. Jerry Krause knows how to build teams. That's just it. And that's just it. They were a super team. I gave you the numbers. It's right here. It's a simple thing, ladies and gentlemen. I gave you the numbers. It's right here. The 1996 Chicago Bulls is the only NBA team in NBA history, besides the 83 Sixers, to have 2 All-NBA players, 3 All-Defensive players, and they all make the first team. And matter of fact, both teams had an MVP, and both teams had Sixth Man of the Year. Because if I'm correct, I think Bobby Jones won Sixth Man of the Year. If it's Bobby, is it Bobby Jones or Cunningham? Is it Billy Cunningham? I think it's Bobby Jones, if I'm correct. I think he won Sixth Man of the Year in 1983.
Hey, Johnny, am I wrong? Is that 96 Bulls team the last team that had 3 players to be on the all-defensive first team?
Oh yeah, no. There's no other team that had 3 all-defensive first team. There's teams that had 3 all-defensive players on the roster, but not first team. There's only 2 teams that I know in history, and that's the 83 Sixers and the 96 Bulls.
Yeah, Bulls also, like, they were first in points scored this because they had the best offense and the best defense that year. So they were a perfectly rounded team. So
no, the Bulls were completely. Here we go. Ralph Alexander. Peace out to Ralph. Super teams doesn't exist. So some people don't say that. Let me put the, well, you know what? I can't put the link up. It's too late. You should have showed up before. We actually going to get up out of here. I'm going to let you each guys get a little quick 30 seconds before we go about tonight's topic. And then we can get up out of here, man. Again, thank you guys for joining me on a Friday night. It is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Shout out to Ralph Alexander. Y'all know to follow him on TikTok. He does his thing. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great show. I didn't want to do it, Willie. I'm sorry, but you had to go to the dugout. You just didn't know how to behave. Again, if you do not know how to behave and have a conversation, you will be sent to the dugout with your boy Michael Jordan to take a break like he did for 2 years. And then you can come back and maybe you can three-peat. But you didn't do that, Willie. You came back and you was Michael Jordan number 45. So we're going to start with you, Ralph. We're going to end with you. We're going to start with you and then we'll end with you, John. We'll go from the bottom up, pause. So go ahead, Ralph. Any last words about tonight's show? Anything you want to say?
Great show, but the only thing is the Lakers, '04 Lakers ain't a super team, bro. Karl
No.
Malone only played 42 games, man. And we ain't have Ori, who was a part of all that dynasty of the Kobe and Shaq era. And Rick Fox only played 38 games. That's
Okay,
it.
okay. All right, I got you. All right, Twin Man, what you got for me, Twin Man? Any last words, brother?
Hands down, the 2017 Golden State Warriors is probably the best team ever assembled. I understand Jordan fans don't like to hear that, but there is no team that is beating that team when healthy in a 7-game series. The 96 Bulls didn't have enough offense to do it, and they just wouldn't have enough offense. I don't think any team would have enough offense to play with that team. They just wouldn't. Unless they are having a very poor shooting night, that team is going to beat you, period, in a 7-game series. It's just how many games do you want to lose in? Because I don't think there's any team taking them past 5 games.
All right. I got, well, Twin Man, you always make a good stance for yourself. You always stand 10 toes down, brother. We always appreciate you. All right, King Money Fly, what you got for me, brother?
And then it was a great show. First of all, it was a great show. And I just want to
Yes,
say, why
sir.
you didn't put the Clippers, the new Clipper team, now on the super team? Because, you know, there is a super team currently right now with Kawhi, PG, Westbrook,
Yeah.
and James Harden. I'm surprised they didn't make the list, but you got Phoenix and Brooklyn. But that's cool. There's no shade there. But, man, good job, man. Keep up the work. And for everybody that's listening, man, you can follow me on TikTok, King Money Fly, man. We can go live, we can talk ball, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all have a great one, man. I'll be tuning in week after week, man. You already know what time it is, man.
All right, man.
I got you,
I
King Money
appreciate you.
Fly.
Thank. Appreciate you, King Money Fly. Again, follow him on TikTok. He goes live. He talks a lot. I didn't add that team because they didn't finish their season, so we don't know the results of them. So I wouldn't know really where to rank them. And again, I just needed 16 teams, so I just thought of the quickest 16 teams that came to mind. Again, it's all predicated off of conversations that I've had with people about super teams, teams that should win championships. Because remember, the whole concept was we were talking about the 2011 Heat and if they should win a championship. So I wanted to bring teams like that, and I didn't want to bring too many teams that LeBron won championships with, like the 2013 Heat, which we all know is also considered a super team. But I wanted to bring the 2011 up against the 96 Bulls to show how you guys are just outrageous when you think about the way these guys play the game of basketball. So let's go with you, Travis. What you got for me? Any last words, brother?
A great list, man. Again, shout out John for a great debate, and that was fun. And but yeah, as far as this list goes, man, I agree with Twin Man. I mean, just objectively speaking, I don't care what team you put this up against. Like they just had too much firepower. They were second in the league in defense too, so they were clamping you and they were gonna blow you out too. And their average margin of victory was ridiculous. So anytime you have two players on the same team who are taking volume threes and shooting over 40%, and your third worst guy is shooting about 38%, then you're not going to beat that team in a 7-game series.
Yep, facts. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna let John come up for his last take. What you got for me, John?
Yeah. Thanks again, Travis, for everything today. And I want to say this to the Bulls fans, any Jordan fans. The game will actually be closer if you play by the rules today rather than the rules in the 90s. Because do you understand the double team rule? Either you got to double or let them play 1-on-1. Otherwise, it's illegal defense. Do y'all actually understand the rules will actually help the 17 team in the 90s? I just want y'all to understand that. the 17 Warriors would be helped in the 90s. So that's all I got to say.
All right, good job, man. Listen, gentlemen, thank you for joining me. You guys have been great. It's actually been a great show. I appreciate everybody again for joining me on the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. It's been great. We're having a good conversation. And again, listen, y'all, you guys got to understand that the game of basketball is great. We all understand that there's a lot of great teams. You put a lot of great players together, doesn't mean a championship. As you can see, 16 of these teams, 6 of them didn't win a championship. So it's not automatically a championship because there are teams out there that are trying to play. That's what makes competitive sports so great. That's what we love about today's sport. But you guys are the ones who voted for everything that we're talking about here tonight. So the results are this. Out of 131 votes, the Chicago Bulls versus the Golden State Warriors, it is 67% vote went to the Warriors. So 67% of y'all voted for the Warriors. So 2/3 of all voters out of 131 voters on both on our Facebook and here on our YouTube channel, watching the channel, 43 votes in our channel here, 33 voted for the Warriors, 10 voted for the Bulls. On our Facebook page, I have 55 votes for the Warriors and 33 votes for the Bulls. So it does look like the Warriors is completely the greatest team of all time, as we all knew. Bring up some stats. They actually have the highest net rating of all time, even higher than the Chicago Bulls. They were just one of the best teams. They were not only so great on offense, they were also great on defense. That Warriors team cannot be beaten by anybody. They should have won 3. If one of those guys got healthy, which is KD or Clay, they actually would have probably beat that Toronto team. But again, guys, thank you for joining me on a Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. You guys know what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel because we're sending out shirts. We got hats for everybody. We got graphs, videos. You know what we do best here. Shout out for you, gentlemen. I'll let you guys go one by one. Thanks, Twin Man. Thanks, Travis. Thanks, John. You guys have been great. You guys are wonderful, man. Again, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're also on Discord, all right? So you guys know where you can find us. We drop content like none other. We do things like none other. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. It is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Thank you for joining me on another great Friday night. As you guys know, we bring it like none other. Again, y'all, you can catch us this Sunday, noon Eastern time, where Brandon and I come with the GOAT conversation. It will be our 100th episode. 100th episode, y'all. We have made it to 100 episodes. We're 2 years in. So shout out to Brandon for reaching out to me and starting up this GOAT James Kingdom thing with him and with him and I. It's been a great journey. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being a part of us. We can't wait to show you guys what we've been doing for the past year. So if you could join us this Sunday, that will be great. We will have a great show again on Sunday afternoon. But again, thanks for joining me on the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. You have now been exposed by the Exposer. And you guys definitely enjoy your Friday night. Peace and blessings.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.